1, 2, 3, 4. Good morning. How are you? Welcome back, Avery Summers. I'm so happy to have my friend back here. Avery sold out 54 Below in New York City. You did a fantastic job. Everybody is calling me, oh my God, Avery was terrific. So welcome back. So good to have you here. How's everybody doing? You doing well? You look great. You look wonderful. Y'all are sitting way far over there, and yours. Was it something I said? Well, Tuesday's Veterans Day. We're so grateful for all. If you're a veteran, would you please stand so we can thank you and honor you for all that you've done? We thank you so much. Thank you for. Thank you. Ooh. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3. The ship is in. Our ship of prosperity has arrived. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're good. We're good. Can you hear me all right in the back? You good? Okay, great. So I was at CVS this week, and you know the wonderful foot-long papers that we get that are so good for the environment. It's like, oh my gosh. They charge us for the little bag, and then all of a sudden we have reams of paper. So this is what they thought I was, they thought this is who I am. So vitamins, okay. Pain relieving rubs and patches. Heartburn and acid reflux support. And adult incontinence products. I bought none of those. They went, oh, he's getting to the age where he needs these. Well, okay, so I did work out yesterday and I pulled a muscle. It has nothing to do with aging, it has to do with form, right? I just said, oh, I can do this, and I just went, oh, okay, I can't right now. I did, but I kept pushing through, right? It's like, oh, I can do this, like, oh, okay, never mind. And I was like, you know, Richard III all for the rest of the workout. But that's fine, because what it reminded me of, it has nothing to do with how old I am. It has to do with following divine order, following form. What did my brain tell me? Maybe you should do this in the proper way. I had my body in the wrong way, so I pushed in a way that I knew I shouldn't, and therefore I have a lot of lidocaine on my back right now. And that's fine. We remember we're not old. We are eternally the same age we've always been, which was eternal. There is no age in spirit. We're going to talk about that today. And I have some people who are going to help me, which is so wonderful for the community. You'll see in just a little bit. But our affirmation, I turn to your page here or look right here. There is no such thing as old in spirit mind. I am eternal, strong, joy-filled, and a healthy creation of God. This is the truth of who we are. No matter what you're feeling this morning, no matter how you felt when you got up, no matter what you did in the gym this week, no matter what anybody tells you, you are eternally young. Let's affirm this together like we mean it. There is no such thing as old in spirit mind. I am an eternal, strong, joy-filled, and healthy creation of God. Close your eyes. Go to your heart. What are you feeling right now? We are one with God, one with each other, one with divine life surging, moving through every cell, every tissue, every atom, every molecule of our being. We are eternal beings of spirit, strong, powerful, healthy, abundantly blessed, filled with love and joy at all times. Whether I choose to express that is up to me. But I know the truth. I'm a truth student. I am a truth practitioner. I know this truth. This is nothing new. Plato said we don't learn anything new, we just remember what we've always had within. So today we remember the truth. There is no such thing as old in spirit mind. I am an eternal, strong, joy-filled, and healthy creation of God. Today, tomorrow, this week, for the rest of my life, and beyond. For this realization, we are so grateful, and so it is. Amen. Let's all stand, turn to your neighbor, wish each other a happy Sunday.
Wow, that's the quickest you've ever gotten in your seats. I love that. So good morning, everyone. How are you? Can you help me say hello to all of our folks online? They're in that camera back there. Great. So some of you may not know this, but I am not David Burnett. He was scheduled to be your platformer this morning. Is David here? I don't even think he's here. He has pretty bad laryngitis. So I got a phone call this morning and asked me if I would step in. So I'm with you. I'm Bob Wilson. And so I do some platforming and some chaplain work, etc. here. And it's always a delight to spend time with this group. So first of all, let's just see if we have any first-timers in the room this morning. Do we? Have anyone here for the first time? There we go. Here's one right in the front. That's great.
Welcome.
So definitely welcome. And if you would fill that card out and give it to one of our ushers, because I don't think the store is going to be open afterwards. I'll talk about that in a minute. Just give that to him and you'll get a little gift with that, okay? And welcome. Very good. All right. I am not going to forget this. This is our wonderful music director, James McCoy.
Good morning. Won't you please welcome with us once again Mr. John Rose at the piano and the keyboard this morning. And he's back with us. Won't you please welcome once again Mr. Gers Kuyak at the drum set. And our featured soloist, won't you please welcome once again Miss Avery Summers. And we have some very special music today. That's all I'm going to say. And I have to say, someone told me just this morning, if I can have a drum roll, please. It's Paul's birthday on Friday. So on the count of three, let's wish Paul a happy birthday. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Paul. And John with the C7. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Paul. Happy birthday to you. Y mucho más.
That's wonderful. All right, let's get right to the announcements today. By the way, you can always look these up on the website, and you got a little program when you came in here. It'll tell you all the sorts of things that I'm going to talk about right now. So, first of all, no hospitality after the service today. So we're really excited because we're actually taking all the volunteers, of whom there are many, off to an off-site luncheon to celebrate their volunteering here. And so I just want to say we have, and you heard me say this before, we have a wonderful group of volunteers here. A large number, a large percentage. We have somewhere around 70% of our members do some kind of volunteer work here. And so it's great for us to have an opportunity to take them off and celebrate, all right? We'll be back on a regular eating next week. And so, okay, so now the prayer chaplains. Could I ask the prayer chaplains just to stand for a moment and see who's here today? Both of them. So take a quick look, because if you would like some prayer after the service, they are available. They will be here for a bit. And I also want to remind you that sometimes it's just great to pray about things you're grateful for. It does not need to be, that you're struggling with something, but that's also a place for prayer as well. All right? Good. So let's talk just for a moment here about our Power Hour. Nicholas has really been doing quite a job with artificial intelligence. For those of you who have, that's a big question mark. What does that really mean? And how, we hear it's influencing and affecting our lives, but to what extent and how? Nicholas is doing a great job. I want to encourage anyone who's interested in that to show up at 9:30 next Sunday morning. You can sign up online, but it's been a really great program for us, all right? All right, bingo. So bingo's been a big hit here. This is, I think, our third bingo that's going to be taking place on November 14th. We've changed to Fridays now, am I right? Yes, it's Friday night, the 14th. And if you come at 6 o'clock, they're going to have burgers and hot dogs and things like that to eat. And then bingo itself starts at 7. And I just want to remind you that all the proceeds from that go into our building fund. Not real dogs. Paul says, not real dogs, You know what we mean. Burgers and dogs. All right. And then on Saturday, the November 15th, the men's group, which meets always on the third, I think it's the third Saturday of the month. Must be, yeah, it is the third Saturday. Yes. At 10 in the morning. And this time it's going to be about sacred service. There's been a lot of discussion in our community about how we might be serving not just our own folks, but other people in the community. And so this is kind of a kickoff to talking about some of that. And we have someone who's a guest speaker, Charlie Siegel, who is actually working with a group called Wish of a Lifetime program from AARP. For those of you not familiar with that, it's basically a program to give people in AARP who may not have the funds to do some one last thing that they really wanted to do, trip to visit friends, family, etc. And it's a funding of those sorts of activities. So join us, okay? And then, Darby, is she in the room? She is. Reverend Darby is in the back. So she is going to be doing a workshop next week after the service at 12:30, and it's on her book that she has just released, and there'll be a book signing. So you get to talk with her about the book, how that came about, what it's about, and get your own book as well. They're also available in the store, by the way, if you want to buy them. Okay? Bountiful Banquet. You know, this is a yearly tradition. The Sunday before Thanksgiving, we always have a big feast here. Unity people love to eat. And so it usually turns out to be quite the affair. So anyone who is interested in doing that, it'd be great for you to sign up so we have a sense of how many people are going to be attending. And equally important, if you would like to contribute a dish. It can be, it's really a potluck in a sense. And so if you would be willing to do that and bring that in for that Sunday, that would be wonderful as well. It's a great tradition for us. And Paul is going to be starting something here, Christmas meditations with him on a Wednesday evening. They'll start December 10th, and then they'll be December 17th. And it wraps up, is it on Christmas Eve? Is that the last? The next Wednesday is Christmas Eve. So it's a whole progression just to prepare us for a new thought approach to Christmas. All right? So there again is how you can look into these things, find out more about them by just contacting the website at this address. And on that note, I'm going to turn it over to the mystery folks up here.
Today's readings are from When I Am an Old Woman, I Shall Wear Purple. When I am an old woman, I shall wear purple, with a red hat, which doesn't go and doesn't suit me. And I shall spend my pension on brandy and summer gloves and satin sandals, and say, we've no money for butter. I shall sit on the pavement when I'm tired, gobble up samples in shops, and press alarm bells, and run my stick along the public railings, and make up for the sobriety of my youth. I shall go out in my slippers in the rain and pick the flowers in other people's gardens and learn to spit. You can wear terrible shirts and grow more fat and eat 3 pounds of sausages at a go, or only bread and pickles for a week, and hoard pens and pencils and beer mats and things in boxes. But now, we must have our clothes that keep us dry and pay our rent and not swear in the street and set a good example for the children. We must have friends to dinner and read the papers. But maybe I ought to practice a little now, so when people who know me are not too shocked and surprised when I suddenly am old and start to wear purple.
Your hair has turned white. Your skin is parchment. You have a bulldog's jowl. You ask yourself what your father's face is doing in the mirror.
Scatter my ashes in my garden so that I can be near my loves. Say a few honest words, sing a gentle song, join hands in a circle of flesh. Please tell some stories about me making you laugh. I love to make you laugh. And when I have had time to settle and green gathers into buds, remember I love blossoms bursting in the spring. And as the season ripens, remember my persistent passion. And if you come into my garden on an August afternoon, pick a bright red globe. Let the juice run down your chin and the seeds stick to your cheek. When I am dead, I want folks to smile and say, that Patty, oh, she sure is some tomato. If I could live my whole life over, I'd eat more ice cream and fewer beans, take more trips, take more chances, see the sunsets that I've never seen, be more cautious, less hygienic, twice as crazy, half as clean. And I would pick more daisies, pick more daisies, fields of daisies lying on the ground. Pick more daisies, pick more daisies, all the daisies in the world next time around. If I could live my whole life over, I'd climb more mountains and I'd wade more streams, live my life more for the moment. Take the time to follow wilder dreams. Have more lovers and less ailments. And as strange as it may seem, well, I would pick more daisies, pick more daisies, fields of daisies lying on the ground. Pick more daisies, pick more daisies, all the daisies in the world next time around. If I could live the whole life over, would you live the life that you have chosen the same? Be more numbers, be more dutiful and slightly tame. Or would you choose to linger longer, feel the sun upon your face? Take the time to take a look around this wondrous place. Day and have more lovers, sing more ballads, crazy as it all may sound. Pick more daisies, pick more daisies, all the daisies in the world next time around.
Thank you, Avery. That was beautiful. I love that song. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you. I love having a team up here. It's so much fun to have everybody joining me up here today. Again, those readings were taken from a book called When I Am an Old Woman, I Shall Wear Purple, and they took those writings and they made a musical called Taking My Turn. They're a collection of poems and stories and observations from people over 50. That song, Pick More Daisies, from that musical, Taking My Turn, was originally a poem that was written by a woman who made her transition not long after writing it. She ended the original piece with, I would do all those things if I had more time, but you see, I don't. If you really listen to the lyrics of that song, it sounds very positive and affirmative, and it is. But in fact, what's being said is that next time around, if I could live my life again, it's really too late to do anything about it. And how many times have we said to ourselves, if only I had quit smoking earlier, if only I had left my husband earlier, if only I had stayed in school, if only I had gotten a checkup a year earlier. Then one day we look in the mirror and we saw that we weren't 25 anymore. Who is that middle-aged person looking at me in the mirror? How did that happen? That gray hair wasn't there yesterday. That pillow imprint should have gone away by now. I've become a Picasso painting. How did that happen? And as Robert read, what is my father's face doing in the mirror? I saw a comedian once. She observed that when she put her coat on one day, she was horrified to see her mother's hand come out of the sleeve. When did that happen? I shared with you that scientists have discovered that the human body shouldn't even begin to show signs of breaking down until 140. 140, we should begin to look, maybe have a couple of wrinkles here and there. How is it that a perfect being created out of the substance of God could survive only 2/3 or a half or a little more of that time. Why didn't we get the memo? If we are one with God, and if we are created out of God's stuff, if we're eternal creations with the love, the power, the wisdom, and the energy of the universe stored within our being, which we all have, then how do we weaken? How do we see this diminished body capability? How do we get sick, get old, and finally leave the body with what the planet calls death? Back at Unity of New York, I got a call one day at the center to come down to identify one of our members. He was only 40. His name was Mark. He was such a wonderful actor, vibrant. He was in the choir. He did so much for us. He did readings. And one day he was in the gym, and he had just finished doing workout. He was on the bench, and then he left. We were shocked. We didn't know what happened. He apparently had an enlarged heart that he did not know about. And he left the planet. So I was called to go down to the hospital to make an identification. And I got there, and I saw the body, and I thought, wow, okay, I can see that that's Mark's body, but I couldn't see Mark in there. The animating, life-filled, joyful, creative being that I knew as Mark was not in that body anymore. So it kind of looked like him. But I could see that Mark had already moved on. So as we inhabit these bodies, we are eternally the same as we've always been before we got here and will be after we're gone. But I looked and I thought, something is not connecting here. What is that life force? That life force is you, is the power of God that you literally are. And I believe that the answer to what we're going through lies in our power to choose life, to choose to remember, I am not old. I am eternally one and eternally young in spirit. Do I choose to become old, or do I choose to believe in the unlimited power that we have within us? The unlimited good of God available right here and right now. Remember your grandparents when they were 50? They looked like they were 80 because they believed. They believed they should look. Our parents were old at 40. They would get up, they would start groaning, and oh my gosh. When we begin to tell our bodies, you're getting old, our bodies go, okay. Our bodies will react the way we tell them to. How many people grunt when you get up? Stop it. Stop grunting. All right, I want everybody to get up without grunting. 1, 2, 3. Who was the wise guy who went, ugh? That's it. No grunting. You can do it, right? So don't do it anymore. Rise, I am young and alive in spirit. Do it again. No grunting. Together. 1, 2, 3. Well done. So you don't have to grunt anymore. Don't be your parents. Don't be your grandparents. Okay, here we go. Oh, crack, crack, crack. You know, the cracking we have no control over. The grunting we do. But for the most part, we continue to believe what our parents, our grandparents, and their parents believed about getting old. We rehearsed it too. It's like
As old as I thought I was.
yeah, afterwards. That's good.
My mother was a woman who labeled her life. Clothes for winter, store in the attic. Photos of Venice, store in the basement. Every summer we would go to the country, and every summer right after the 4th of July she would declare, another summer's over, and start packing for winter. As for sex, on her 40th birthday, she said, well, now that's over, and packed it away with the photos of Venice.
The other day, I was startled to hear my mother call me by her mother's name. I said, Mother, I'm not Mimi. I'm your daughter, Edna. For a moment, her mind had become confused. She has become the daughter, and I have become the mother. I want my mother to be my mother.
At the time of my birth, my father was an astonishing 70 years old. He was 76 when the 10th child in my family was born. After my mother's death, he was provider, teacher, housekeeper, and cook. In those years when we were growing up motherless, I can remember him standing like a white bearded patriarch, sort of a year-round Santa Claus, ironing the starched white dresses of his 3 little girls so that they would look respectable when he accompanied them to church on Sunday. Perhaps the vigor of his old age provided us, his children, with what it took to survive into our 70s. Papa died at 85 on his way to work.
What did you learn from your family? Pack it away when you get to be a certain age. At the proper intervals, whatever that might be. That life is something to be cherished, to live fully, even at 85 on your way to work. Now, we may not have the energy of a 20-year-old. That's not to be expected, certainly. We are here to do what we're here to do. But what is your spirit? What is your soul telling you is the truth about you and where you are? Some of our wise older sages have these ideas to share with us about being in maybe the third act of life, as it were. George Bernard Shaw said, you don't stop laughing when you get old when you stop laughing. Cher, yes, she is up there. Cher said, some guys said to me, aren't you too old to sing rock and roll? I said, I'll ask Mick Jagger and get back to you. John Barrymore said, we're not old until the regrets take place of our dreams. We are not old until regrets take over our dreams. Einstein, who should know, said, do not grow old no matter how long you live. Never cease to stand like curious children before the great mystery in which we were born. Isn't that wonderful? Einstein said, don't grow old. And he didn't. He was eternally young, no matter what he looked like. He was eternally young. I love what Picasso said. He said, we don't grow older, we grow riper. Yeah, I mean, we get a little soft like a banana. Might have some brown spots here and there, but it's sweeter. Ben Franklin said, those who love deeply never grow old. They may die of advanced years, but they die young. Those who love, those who let the power of God, these are all about letting that energy of God, the life, the laughter, the joy, pour forth. And when we do that, we remain young. We don't age. Well, the bodies turn into softer bananas, yes. But we become sweeter, we become more of who we are. And my favorite from our elder brother, he said, unless you become as a child, you can't inherit the fullness of God's power within us. We have to become children again. One of the biggest challenges we have in facing and getting older is facing what we have in the Western Hemisphere: loneliness, being isolated. Before the concept of a nuclear family took hold in this country, we lived in communities that took care of each other, no matter our age. As we get deeper into the 21st century, we don't find this challenging getting a whole lot better.
When are you coming? On Sunday? Why? Because I want to get some things, make the bed. Oh, Mom, she said. I felt the week before on a visit to my mother's because of her bad back. I am related neither to my daughter or my mother now, yet I am their link. I now mother my mother when I can no longer mother my daughter, who is older than I have ever felt to be.
Some people have always been able to laugh at themselves. Some people grow old before their time. My mother did. She changed almost overnight into an old and an embittered woman. I couldn't accept the fact that she was giving up on life. She was about the age I am now. The neighbors said she was failing. It was hard to watch. I still don't understand it. I feel so much passion about life. It's astonishing.
Some people grow old before their time. That is just a fact that we see when we give up. And it's also something that happens when we remain in grief. Yeah, we do lose more as we get older, and that's a fact of life. But we give over to the energy for years and years, like Queen Victoria never got over losing her husband, Prince Albert. She dressed in black and demanded everybody around her dress in black as well. And nobody could have any joy when she was around because she was in mourning. And yet her children said, well, let's get on with it, but you don't tell that to the Queen. So she remained. She got old before her time because she lived in grief rather than in the power of life moving forward. Now, grief is, properly understood, a healing process. It's a wound, and we will always have that scar. You will always miss someone who is left. But they are with us forever because they are alive in spirit forever. So then why do we age? Why do we get ill? Why do we die from an earthly understanding of the process? Well, from a metaphysical perspective, it's about consciousness. It's about becoming aware that we are a spirit. We are fully human and fully divine, as we understand from our unity teachings. But it's what I believe from an individual, from a Christ consciousness, knowing that I am created of God, I was alive before I got here. We have divine amnesia. We say, well, how come I can't remember before I was here? We can, and if we go into meditation, we remember our lives before, not specifically, but we know that we've always been here, that we always have been and we always will be. But we're here by divine amnesia because we have work to do. So we put the thought aside, it's deep in our soul, but we're here to focus on today. We're here to focus on what do I have to learn about myself? Joy, power, love with each other. What am I here to do? I'm here to love. I'm here to celebrate who we are. As creations of God, we made a sole choice to come to the planet that doesn't know or acknowledge God as its one and only source. We know that. We have an awareness. We all have that within us, but it awakened when it awakened. We all have stories about how we came to unity, how we came to remember our oneness, remember our divinity. Until we become spirit-led people, we're going to be ego-driven people. So we can be led by spirit, or we can be led by fear. Even those who claim to be religious, claim to believe in God, but don't really believe God can do it, are floundering. They think, well, here's what God wants me to do. It was, again, George Bernard Shaw said, we create God God created us in his image and likeness, and we've been returning the favor ever since. Then we create, God hates this and God hates that. God loves this. Oh, because I do. So if I hate this, then God must hate that as well. But that's not the truth. We come to realize that there is only love. There's only one power, one presence, God the good, as we affirm here in unity. No matter what your age is, you have within you the power of God to call forth whatever you desire in life. The desire says, here's my spiritual path. It's not bad. It's just revealing, here's who I am. Am I going to follow the desires of my heart and follow the dream, as John Barrymore said? Or am I going to put it away and say, well, that's for other people? No matter your current level of health, God is your strength, God is your energy, your vitality. God is present in every atom of your being. We know from science that an atom is 99% nothing. Nothing. No thing, meaning that it is God. It is not a thing, it is spirit. So you are 99% God. I want you to think about that for a moment. You are 99% God and 1% you. 1% of your ego. And yet the ego takes over, completely ignores that 99% and says, we're going to do it my way, instead of saying, all right, Spirit, what is the right and proper way for me to be doing my life right now? When we know that truth, when we go within, we hear, we know, it's natural. How do I know it's God? People always say, how do I know it's God? Because it feels right, because it's natural, because it helps and lifts everybody up, not only us. There's no place in your being that God isn't. Since we're made up of light, which is what atoms are, we are pure God. We have that 1%, we have to say, thank you for sharing, put it in the back, and say, God, lead me. What am I to do? What do I need to know here? And it will be revealed. No matter what your current financial picture, you have within you the power of God to have the good. We think we don't have it because that's the belief of the 1% of us that has taken over. We don't believe we can have the good, and therefore we have taken our faith and we've turned it within. We have begun to eat ourselves up with the idea, I don't have this, and we're powerful enough to create that kind of reality. It's an illusion in God's mind, but it becomes true the more we act it. If you're on stage and you begin to believe, then you begin to the character takes over, and then when the curtain comes down, you become yourself again. Unfortunately, we become this character of being poor, of being in ill health, in being lonely, instead of saying, I'm a child of God, I have everything I need right here, and then it begins to show up. Jesus said, we don't have because we haven't asked. You don't have because you didn't ask for it. There's a wonderful line in the book. The guy says, I never told anybody I wanted a pair of silk pajamas. I never told anyone, and I never got it. What have you never shared? What have you never spoken as your truth? Here is what I desire. Maybe you did when you were younger and you were told, oh, put that dream away. Who do you think you are? We don't do that in our family, in our culture, as a woman, as a person, fill in the blank. Who do you think you are? The answer to who do you think you are is I am God in the flesh. I'm a powerful, spiritual being who deserves the good. That is your answer. You are spirit, and spirit loves you. The universe loves you and only desires your good. But we say, I can't because I'm too young, I'm too old, I'm too fat, I'm too thin, I'm too this. Not the truth of you. It is not the truth of who you are. No matter what you're going through, ask, declare, believe, know that this is your good. It may not even seem like a big thing. It's like, well, a pair of pajamas. Speak it. What do you not want? Let it go. One day in the middle of a rehearsal for a show I did in Toronto, the director made us relive a childhood memory for a scene that we were doing. One of the actors closed her eyes and she saw herself as 9 years old, wearing a dress and getting ready for school. The director said to her, well, do you like your dress? And her 23-year-old face got so red and angry, and she said, I hate this dress. It's like, wow. She was a very mild-mannered actress. All of a sudden, she became Megan from The Exorcist, or whatever that character. She just turned into this other character. She started to cry. Tears just squirted out of her face. It was absolutely fascinating to watch. She opened her eyes after and cried a couple of minutes more, and she caught her breath, and she said, oh, she was so surprised about what came. She said, I hated that dress. My mother loved it and made me wear it all the time. It was so ugly, and I felt ugly in it. I never thought about that dress until today. And I never got to say what I felt about that awful dress because I would have been yelled at and called ungrateful. I hate that dress. Oh, I feel so much better. She got it all out. She released it from when she was a little girl. She had never been allowed to say what she felt. What ugly dress are you holding in your mind? We all have that, whatever that might be. Have you let it go? Have you released it back to the universe? We have these feelings and thoughts that we were not allowed as children. Thankfully, it's a little different, I think, I hope, today, that we're able to be authentically ourselves. But back then, children were told, be quiet. Do as you're told. Do as I say, not as I do. Remember that one? Just because we grew up doesn't mean that the junk left us automatically. Do some meditating later. What do I need to let go, let back to the universe so I can become who I am? What limited ideas have I been holding and still hold down because of that? Let it go. Let that ugly dress, whatever it is, let it go. Give it back to the universe. Forgive your mom or whoever told you that. And now know, what did God telling me? What is Spirit revealing to me in my heart? What illogical beliefs of age are you allowing to get in your way? Your mother put her life away. Well, done with that now. It doesn't have to be you. It isn't you. That was her. That was him. As a powerful God, creation of God, you are ageless. You are powerful. You can do and have and be anything you set your divine mind to. It's right here, right now. Close your eyes. Go to that ageless heart. That ageless spirit that you are. Breathe in. Let go of the fear and let Spirit reveal the creative, joyful, and exciting life that is waiting for you right now. Researchers have recently discovered among 400 famous people their greatest achievements. 35% of their greatest achievements came between 60 and 70 years of age. 35% between 60 and 70 years of age. 23% between 70 and 80 years of age. Think about that. 8% when they were over 80. 66% of success For all these famous people happened after they were 60 years old. Bring that to your heart. It's never too late for your good to come forth. Breathe into your heart. Which sounds longer to you? 400 hours or 65 years? 569,400 hours is what 65 years is. In hours, it seems shorter. How long has it been since you graduated high school till now? A lifetime and a half? Not long at all. Whether we live to be 40 or 140, our job is to live the best life we can. The life that we came to live fully. Our job is to be alive, joyful, loving, and at peace. So that when we choose to leave the planet, we feel, I've done my work. I came what I did to do. I joyfully move on to do me for the rest of eternity. Begin now. Eternity begins right here, right now. Who am I? I am a powerful creation of spirit. There is no time in God's mind. We are timeless, eternal creatures of endless creativity. You were never born, and you will never die. That is the truth of your eternal soul. We took body form for as long as we need to remember the truth. When we are ready to move on to another party, we will. But right now, we revel. We're thankful for these bodies, for the people surrounding us, for the wonderful souls that we have drawn into our lives. Bring their faces into your mind, whether they're on the planet or not. These are God showing up as these wonderful, blessed individuals. And we're so grateful for what they've taught us, for who they are, for their support, for their love, and that we get to do the same thing for them. Now we are fully open to the power and greatness of God moving through this body temple. My body is filled with wholeness and strength. Breathe that in. No matter what our age is, we are strong, whole, and well. This body is filled with joy and love and creativity. I know what to do and how to do it. My life is prosperous, abundantly blessed in every way, and successful in whatever way success looks for me. I am an ageless creation of God. Breathe that in. I am an ageless creation of God. Rest in that truth, in the silence of your being, just for a moment. Believe it, know it. This is the truth of all of us. I am an ageless creation of God. Breathe in. Breathe in that life energy into every cell, every atom of your being. I now accept God's truth that I am eternal, unlimited, and perfect. just as I am. I am an ageless creation of God. And so it is.
Every day is an opportunity for gratitude. And certainly today, we're grateful for the message that we just received, the program that we just received. We're grateful for the volunteers that we're going to be shortly celebrating. There are so many ways in which you can help us to celebrate in our own gratitude. If I could ask you to join with me in the prayer, and if I could ask the ushers if you'd come forward. Okay, next slide. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I give and all that I receive. And so it is.
Where would we be if they had mandatory retirement in Michelangelo's time? He didn't recreate his most beautiful Pieta until he was 83. Albert Schweitzer won the Nobel Prize at 77. Ben Franklin was 70 when he signed the Declaration of Independence. And de Gaulle returned to power at 68. Aging doesn't make you boring. Boring makes you boring.
I was always taught to stand for the elderly on buses and subways. And then a few months ago, I noticed I was standing for people younger than I. So now, I'll still give my seat to an elderly woman, but not if she dyes her hair. If she wants to look like 34, she can stand like 34.
I am not old, though sight grows dim. I can feel the sight of Him who guides me so I cannot stray, for He lightens my way. Yes, He lightens, He lightens, He lightens my way. Keeping me young each day, leading me on my way. Her power does display, so that I there for me. For her love I do behold, reaching deep inside my soul. So I'll never grow. Yes, I'll never
Thank you, Avery. Thank you, guys. That was beautiful. That was so wonderful. Oh my gosh, we have such talent here. Talent. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Robert. Are you old? No. We were eternally young, vibrant, healthy. And when you get up for the peace song, no grunting. Close your eyes one more time before we move forward to the rest of our day. We're so grateful for our volunteers. Thank you, everybody who steps forward to do the work that we're here to do. We are so grateful. We are vibrantly alive. It's a wonderful affirmation. I'm alive, alert, awake, and enthusiastic about my life. My spirit knows it, my body shows it. Or as Mr. Fillmore said at 93, I fairly sizzle with zeal and enthusiasm, and I spring forth to do the work that ought to be done by me. Eternally young, in heart, in soul, in mind, and in body. Breathe in and let go. Let go of any doubt, any thought that we are inhibited in any way. And in this consciousness, let's affirm together our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Let's all stand, join hands, and sing, "Let There Be Peace on Earth," and let it begin with you.
Perfect harmony.
Let peace begin with me. Let this moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow.
Each moment I live, each moment peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin. One, two, 3. God bless you, everyone. Have a great week.
Blessings are falling, are falling, are falling. Blessings are falling like a sweet, sweet rain. Blessings are falling, are falling, are falling on me. Beauty is falling, is falling, is falling. Beauty is falling like a sweet, sweet rain. Beauty is falling, is falling, is falling on me. Oh Lord, I receive your blessing. Oh Lord, I receive your grace. Oh Lord, I will dance forevermore. Oh Lord, I receive your blessing. Oh Lord, I receive your